Welcome back to Scott Traders Hub. I believe you guys are having a great time. I hope you're having a great time, and okay, let me first handle this. I hope you're having a great time, and please let me know if the sound is clear, because like I told you, I'm still having challenges with sound. Yeah, some changes happened to my PC, so they caused me that problem, so I'm still trying to fix it. Otherwise, you're welcome to Scott Traders Hub, and you know the drill as usual. We start with a prayer and then get into the analysis. So let's pray and get started. Father, we thank you for this beautiful morning. Thank you for it is a Wednesday, the 6th of August 2025, Lord. I give you praise, Lord. I give you the honor and the glory that we are back here in this session, Lord, where we analyze and look at the market and look at the charts and be able to get signals that you provide unto us, Lord. So we are ready, Lord, even today, to get those signals and to be able to make this money today. We give you praise for yesterday's profits, and we also say thank you for even today's profits. We love you, we bless you. In Jesus' name we've prayed. Amen and amen. Alright, as usual, we start with Crash 500. Start with Crash 500. So, Crash 500, where did we stop at? Yesterday, we were looking for the pullback, but the whole of yesterday it was just a what? It was just a consolidation. So price failed to break this, and that means we couldn't find this. So you failed to break this, and then went back into the buys. And like you see, it gave us a break of structure according to the daily, according to the EH4 time frame. We have a break of structure, and I believe even on the daily time frame we haven't seen the pullback yet. It's coming to those highs, so we know that prices actually, it seems to have reached those. Yeah, it has reached those higher highs, the previous highs there, where we had a change of character there, according to H4, until we reversed and went back into the buys, into the uptrend. But according to daily time frame, now we have gone to test those levels, so we should be coming back with the sales. Why am I saying that? Because this was a break of structure on the daily time frame, and we never saw any change of character. This was a break of structure, but we never saw any change of character. The only change of character we can anticipate is on H4. So now right here what we have is we're supposed to be anticipating sales. Why? Because we have a lower low, we don't have a lower high, where price can where we can say price gave us a reversal. So now we are supposed to be looking for sales, so we need sales to start anytime from now. So that's what we'll be waiting for once price reaches this level. But if it breaks it, then we will be starting to anticipate buys. If it breaks this level, then we will start to anticipate the uptrend according to the daily time frame. So for now, no business with this asset. No, I can't even waste my time on it now. Yeah, what I can do is I can delete everything here I can delete everything here. I think even here, that is an order block. I don't need it. That is a fair value gap. I don't need it. This was a change of character. I don't need it. All right, yeah. So that's it. That's it. Delete everything right there. Delete everything right here. Delete that too. Excuse me. So yeah, that's it on this asset. Now we can head back to boom 1000. We can go to boom 1000. Sorry, boom 1000. Apologies, I had forgotten to do what, to maximize the screen, so apologies on that. We are now on boom 1000. Apologies on that. So boom 1000, so boom 1000 yesterday yesterday the market was very slow. Generally the market yesterday was very slow. So we saw price reacting here. We said if price breaks this and goes there, means we will start sales, because this we had already seen it as a fake breakout. Why? Because I had entered the sell and I was taken out immediately on this level here, and since then I didn't enter again, because I knew since it has faked me there, it is not likely to continue. That's why we never entered it again. And you can see it kept on playing around there for the whole day, until it broke structure right about here, and then try to continue with the buys. But clearly you can see some rejection up here from those wicks. That is price rejection there. That can literally tell you that price is trying to look for sells. If I go to H4, I see we need buys. If I go to daily, I need buys. I have my higher high, higher low, so it should be continuing with buys to give us a new higher high. So, but then why are we overbought on H1 and M15? Okay, M15 is not yet overbought, it's still looking for buys. So this clearly, this rejection that we are seeing on H1, we may end up breaking it. So let's wait and see if price is going to break out and continue with buys. But now we have our conference area above there. I think I can delete that and use this one right here, which is an order block. Our previous order block right about there, according to H4, it is right there, and price is likely to come to it before we can come in sales. I mean, we have our higher high and higher low. Now we are having a higher high. Not yet clear if it is done creating that higher high, but then we know that we are in an uptrend according to H4. Yeah, so if we know that, and the same thing we know on daily time frame, then we just have to wait. We just have to wait for a clear signal for us to clear signal for us to come in with another entry for the buys. Yeah, now this is what I want you to understand. From this level right here, price came and retested here on that 61.8 from there, and then it went into buys. So apparently it's supposed to be looking for a new higher high. It is supposed to be looking for a new higher high. Now if I used this right here and this, say that I moved, I took away some other levels, but I can add other levels. Let me see if I can add a level. Oh, I can't. It's okay. Yeah, I wanted to see another level up there to anticipate where price can easily go from here to there, so it's okay. We already know it reacted here, and we already know we are in an uptrend. This is a breakout structure right here on M15, so all we need now is price to break this level and give us a new higher high. But then we are sort of having a rejection, but M15 is still buying. That tells us that we are still going to see more buys. So if I go to M5, I get to know where price can easily react back to, and then we continue with the buys. So this can be the area right here. So let's see around that order block for the buys to come in. So it means we are going to see buys from this level right about here. Around that level we are going to see buys come in, and then we get to look for a new higher high. So that's what I can say on this asset. That's what I can say on this asset. A new H4 hasn't started. This H4 has been a buy, candle. You can see it. So you can see before I even finished the buy, the spike had already come. Why? Because this is a level where we were anticipating our buys to come through. So yeah, and unfortunately I had not entered, but yeah, you can see the buy immediately came through. So now we know the buy has to continue. We have to wait for the sales to first reach at least that order block before we can come in with the sales. So for now I may not enter. Yeah, I may not enter for now. All right, let's go to boom 500. Boom 500. So yesterday we wanted sales to come through and take us all the way down below. Did we enter? Not really. We did not enter any sales. So up to now it is still consolidating within that level there. So it still tells us that our anticipation is still on. Yeah, our anticipation is still on. The anticipation that we are looking for is still on. So what do we do? What do we do? Let's go to H4. We need buys. Yeah, but we thought we could first see a fake pullback before we can continue with buys on H4. And yeah, on H4 so if I go to H1 is overbought. If I go to M15 M15 is also looking for sells. So what is holding us not to make an entry of sells? What is holding us? M5 is selling, M15 is selling. There is a conference area here that is holding price from going into buys. So I believe that should be our point. This should be our point to, that should be our point actually to get into sales. Price has just, let's see, this is confusing now. It's very confusing. Go to H1, H4, buys are on. So now that I know that, we already knew yesterday. From yesterday we wanted buys, but we thought we could first see a fake pullback to come and mitigate the fair value gap or the order block on H1, or that order block on H1. But the momentum of buy is still on, still failing to give us this kind of a fake breakout. So now I can decide that for me to enter sales, I can wait for price to break through, to break out on this support trend line, or I wait for the buys to come through when price comes all the way here, or when it reacts to this support to go back into the buys. So that's how I can trade this asset now. I don't want to risk anything on it. All right, V25S. V25S, those who remember, I told you I had my entry. I don't know why what happened? Why I had a tight stop loss, because this was my buy entry here. This was my buy entry here, which was supposed to be taking me all the way to that target, because that was already anticipated. Those who know, who were with us yesterday in the analysis, episode 196. So the target was hit yesterday. The target was hit yesterday around that level, and now we are looking at selling it currently, this V25S. So now I can delete these because they've already served us and they've already given us what we wanted. So now we can delete that. Now this move is the one that we know that is on. So if I go to H4 is still looking for buys heavily. Why? Because we have a break of structure right about here. We have a break of structure, so it's going to, at least on the next H4, it's going to break, and then later it will give us a breakout, a retest. It will give us a retest to come around here, and then we continue. It will give us a retest, and then we continue with buys later. So according to H1 we need sells, according to M15 we need sells, M30 we need sells. So H4 is where we want buys, but we've reached our retracement level on CCI, meaning sales are also anticipated. So we'll be looking for sales. We will be looking for sales on all those time frames. So how am I going to enter sales? I need a reversal signal. That means I can wait probably on H1 to be ready for the sales. So I will wait on H1 to be ready for the sales. That's what I will do. So for now, no business with this asset. I know I'm ready to sell it, but I can't enter. I don't have an entry, so I will wait for H1 to give me an entry. V75, volatility 75. Sorry, I forgot to write the name, to change the name for V25 1S, but now we are on Vol 75. Vol 75. So volatility 75. I told you we are going to look for buys yesterday. Yeah, I was anticipating this to be heads and shoulder, but it did not come through, so I wanted buys. Remember, this was the move. From here we go back up there, then once we reach there, then we come with the sell to reach this other level. So we happen to get to this. What is that? Let's see it. That's oh, that is a retracement area, a fib retracement level. Yeah, like that's where I told you price is likely to first come to. So it happened actually. So right about now, this move is on. From there to here, that's on right about there. So now I can take the fib. So you know why price reacted to this level, because that was the retracement area. So price is now having enough momentum of buys to take us all the way up there, this area right here. And once we get there, we come in with our sells again. Alright, so now this we have no business. We need sales according to H4, and of course the general trend also is sales according to the weekly time frame. So all I need is price to give us a pullback there. If it fails to break those highs, then we come in with our sells, and this is going to be one of those moves where you can easily swing. Yeah, if it reaches there, then you can easily swing it. But then yeah, retest there, and then we come with a sell. This sell can easily even come around here. Be notified that it can easily come around here, come around that level there, and then we come in with a sell. So don't be surprised if price decides to react from that angle, that level I mean. So don't be surprised. So we have those as our two levels of retracement. All right, that is enough on V75. Now I can head to jump 50. Jump 50. Jump 50, we missed that entry when we had a breakout on that support, and that was late night. If actually that was even this morning right here. Let's see, this was supposed to be, this happened this morning. 1 2 3 around 3 a.m. that is when this happened. Jump 50 we should have entered right about there today at 3 a.m. in the morning. Yeah, we had already discussed this yesterday, so if anyone had entered around there when price broke out, then you're in good money if you're still holding. But now we clearly see today we have a break of structure and price is trying to react there, and then we come again with sales according to H1. But if we go to H4, we clearly see that price has grabbed liquidity, and hence seeing that kind of a wick right about there. So what does that tell us? Of course, this was a fair value gap right here, right there, and now price has grabbed that liquidity. You can see it has hit that 50% right there. It has gone to that 50%, so meaning it's likely not to come back all the way to this level. So once we know that on H4, then we go to H1, we see okay, buys are looking to be sharp on H1, so we need a reversal signal on H1. But also if we have a reversal signal on M15, that will be enough for us to engage in buys. Why? Because H4 is looking for buys, even if we know that daily time frame is still looking for sells. But we will look for buys. If we have a reversal signal on M15. So that's it on this asset. What I can anticipate is something like this to give us a reversal signal, and then we get into a buy that can easily come to this conference area, and then we get into sales again. So for now, this is what I can anticipate for now. Yeah, so no business till I get to see something like that. No business. I need to see a reversal signal confirmed on M15, then I can make my perfect entry of buys. Then I can enter my perfect buy entries. Alright, so enough of that. Let's now wait for a reversal signal, and then we can engage in this asset. J25. Now this one, I shared the signal last night for the buys, and clearly I left it to run overnight, and we just woke up when I was in profits. Yeah, because this was my second entry, so I was in profits right there, and then it started to come back again. So it is failing to break this level. There is this resistance level right here holding this price. But the reason why I told you to enter buys is because of this was seen as a heads and shoulder, an inverted heads and shoulders. So that's the reason why I told you guys to engage in the buy, and I'm still holding the buys unless if it comes all the way down and takes me out, of which I'll be okay with taking that loss. Yeah, but I'm still holding excuse me, I'm still holding buys. I'm still holding buys since last night. I have my 2 entries. I see price rejection there. You can see that previous candle, but I also see, you can see even right here, that is also showing you price rejection even from down here. So that will tell you that we are going to see some consolidation, but later we will be getting into buys. That's for sure, according to H1, H4, and I believe what we are waiting on is M15 to confirm the buys only, and then we'll be good to go. So currently M15 is selling. We can wait for it to be ready for the buys, and then I know that's when the momentum of buys will be on to push and break even this resistance right here. So for now I will be waiting for that. All right, so that is it. I need buys to reach there. That is my TP level. So if it comes all the way down here, I will add another entry, which will be my third entry for the buys. Currently I'm in floating losses, but my stop loss is right here, so I'm still good. I'll be waiting for this to come. If it comes all the way down below, I will get in with another entry. Yeah, that is enough on J25. Let's now go to J10. The market is still slow. Remember, the month has just started, so I don't know what is holding in the market, but yeah, we know that market is still slow. Yesterday it was very slow. Yeah, so this is J10. So J10, this move, we anticipated it the previous week. I think Monday. Was it Monday? Yeah, I think so. This is Tuesday, Monday. Oh yeah, that was on Friday. Yeah, that was previous week. So it came and hit our target, like we had anticipated. Came to that order block according to H4, and the buys started from there. So yesterday I told you guys to buy from here. We entered buys. We actually went in profits. I was quick to bring my stop loss in profits. It came and took me out. It even came to the break-even level and then continued in the buys. So we should have taken that profit yesterday. So those who are on VIP, congrats on that, because we shared that signal. So as we speak now, we are seeing that kind of a move. We are seeing that kind of a move, waiting to see if it will stop from here, but that's what we are seeing. And we can see right here the pullback has come back to that level. So looking at H1, we are supposed to be engaging in buys now. Are we ready to buy on M15? I believe we are. M5, yes we are. So why not enter? I think I don't have any reason not to enter right now, so I can enter right now. I'm going to enter right now my buys. Yeah, even though price is still below my 10 MA, which is always something I didn't avoid. I was trying to forego. I was trying to move out away from, but I've found myself again doing it. I've broken my rule another time. So but anyways, we know that we are coming in for the buys. So I've entered the buy on J10. And I'm going to put my stop loss right here. It's gonna be a tight one. I don't want to risk a lot. Yeah, and I'll be looking for the buys to bring me back all the way up, even to hit the target, because that's what we need. We need price to reach there. So J10, we need that buy. We are looking for this buy right about there. Yeah, I've immediately entered, and I think a new H4 candle has just started. The previous H4 was a sell, and this one also has started like as a sell. Excuse me, but we are likely to see buys come through according to M15, according to M30, according to H1, and according to M5. the buys are very clear for us, but I was quick to enter. I needed to wait for price to be above my 10 MA, but nevertheless I'm in some profits as I speak, but I will still wait and hold my entry for this buy move. All right, so that's it on J10, and our last asset is gold. Our last asset is gold. Now gold yesterday played games but later moved in our direction, so anyone who held up their position, you should have made a lot of money. So we wanted to buy it from here, those who remember, and I made some losses, of course, because I normally put my tight stop loss. You can see even on this order block, it took me out and immediately went into buys. So that's how it played games with me. Excuse me. But I did not enter again after that. But look at that move. It happened. That very move happened. But now we are looking at this currently. We are looking at this. We are likely to engage in this very move. We are likely to engage in this very move anytime from now. Anytime from now, we are likely to engage in this move, and we'll be looking for the buys. But according to, I want to first delete some of these lines. There are many. I have my limit orders there, so this move, I can tell you it's still on the move to come to this fair value gap. But as you can see, we had a break of structure right here. We had a break of structure right about there, and now he is trying to consolidate. Then it breaks out with a buy, so that's the buy I'm waiting for. Yeah, I'm not using anything here. I want to wait for the buy, and I believe I should be entering a buy right here. Let's go to M1 and see. Yeah. I should be entering a buy. I should be entering a buy right here, right there. Yes, should be entering the buy, and I'll be putting my stop loss tight right about there. Now I've just entered gold with a buy, and I want to see if we can make some money. Is this the time that it is going to break out and continue? I believe so. Let's put our stop loss right here. Oh, this is a strong high, so we are likely not to break that level. We are likely not to break that level. Okay, let's wait and see. Let's wait and see. But the buy on gold is on, so if you are one of those that trade gold, yeah, we are in for the buy right now. So I've just entered a buy on gold, and I'll be looking my profits. I'll be taking my profits around that level there, where we are seeing the strong order block right there. All right, that's it for today. Let's do a recap and we call it a day. So we started with of course crash 500. We started with crash 500, and we knew the buys are continuing to reach that level, and they've reached actually that order block, and Is it an order block? It's a high, so the price has reached that high. Are we going to see some sales now? Because we are overbought right there, so now I can delete that. We need a reversal to give us that kind of a sell, so we will be waiting on M15 for that kind of a move. If we see a reversal, then we come in with the sells, because now we have reached that high. But if we break it, then that means we are going to continue with an uptrend. We will continue with an uptrend. We will continue with an uptrend. So if it breaks that level, this high here, that means we have seen a change of character, and that means we will continue with an uptrend or with buys. That is on crash 500. If we go to boom 1000, it's still very tricky, but we can see now that the sales have started and price has broken that level. That tells us that we are now ready for the buy, the sales. So is M15 below 10M? Yeah, I think now we can enter our sales. Yeah, we don't have to wait. Put our stop loss there and first take your profits right here. That's your first TP, and then of course your second TP will be right here. So that's it. So we have now locked in our sales on this asset on boom 1000. These sales are according to M15 and H1. H4, we're still looking for buys, so we are just looking for a pullback. This is like a retest sell. You have to understand that it's a retest sell. The general trend is still a buy trend. I repeat, the general trend is still a buy trend. So here we are looking for a retest trend. If we look at H4, it can easily come to that level as our breaker broke, or where price broke structure from, and then get us back into buys. So that's why I'm saying it's a retest trend. You can first take your profits right here, or if you hold, you look for profits around this area, around that area. So that's what we are looking for right here. We're looking for this kind of a sell. All right, I think that's it for today. For this asset. Let's go to boom 500. We know sales are coming in, but we are not yet ready for the entry. Let's see, are we ready? Price is below 10 MA, both on M15 and H1. How about H4? H4 still looks for buys, but then we needed a pullback to break out. It's not yet confirmed, so there's a resistance there, price failing to break that level, but still we don't have enough momentum. Even on the sales, you can see the wicks here. So for that case, I just have to wait. Either price to break out here, or price to actually break this confluence area. What was this? This was a fair value gap on M5. Yeah, it was a fair value gap on M5, and price can easily get us into buys from that angle, from that level. So what do? We just wait. If price breaks this fair value gap, then we know we are coming in with sells. We immediately enter sells. So for now, no business with this asset. The new H4 has started, remember, but we can see on the previous H4 we had that rejection from up there. So can we use that as our point to enter? I think we can. I don't see why we cannot. That said, I'm going to make my decision now. Price is below my 10 MA, and I'm using that as my strong entry confirmation, and I'll be looking for my stop below my TP on this fair value gap right about there. Yeah, right about there. So I've entered a sell on boom 500. V25S, I need a pullback there, then I can come in with sells. So this is a no-go for now. V75, yes, price has gone back to that, has come to that fair value gap on H4. Is it a fair value gap? No, it's a fib retracement level. Has reached that fib retracement level. It can easily come for the sales now, so I want you to be to know that and be ready. If the sales begin from here, if price fails to reach there, then you can enter your sales. And you can clearly see on M5 we are overbought. Even on M15 we are yet to be overbought, and we are about to be overbought actually, and then we come in with our sales. So be notified that price is likely to react on this level, which is our fib retracement level. J50, the pullback has happened, so why do we have to wait? I think we can enter buys, but we cannot. Why? We have to wait for a reversal signal, I told you. So if we don't see a candle coming in the buy and price being above our 10 MA, don't make that mistake, because now this can be taken as a break of structure right here. So no business with this asset. Remember, H4 has just touched the oversold level, so that can be something. So we can easily now delete this for now and wait for when the pullback happens. So for now, no business. We need a reversal signal on M15 for us to enter buys. J25, I told you I entered my buys because of the inverted heads and shoulder I saw here. So I'm looking for this kind of a buy from there to there. So I'm still holding my buys. If you want to enter, you can enter now. Those who are not on VIP signal, you can enter right now if you want to. This is J25. It's a heavy asset, so it depends on your risk tolerance. For you to enter, it depends on your risk tolerance. J10, I entered my buys, so we are waiting. We've locked in our buys, and currently we are in some small floating losses, but we are still holding that buy there. And then gold, oh, it took me out. I had entered my buy. Let's see, I had entered my buy here, but clearly it has broken out of that support trend line. So let's see what is happening. Let's first understand the retracement, the fib retracement level right here. Okay, it hasn't touched it. Is it going to touch it? So let's give it some time for us to enter again the buy. Let's give it some time. Yeah, probably the whole of this hour. Let's wait and see. If it touches this 61.8, I will immediately make my entry for the buy. Yeah, I will immediately make my entry for the buy. So I'm still waiting. Let me just put a line to mark it as my fib retracement, because I want to remove this whole thing. Yeah, it brings in confusion. Alright, so I will wait for price to reach here. If it reaches there, and I think I'll be making my entry. Yeah, let me wait for that. Alright, that's it for today. Let me wish you guys a good day. Remember to always trade with a stop loss, because you're not a market maker or a market mover, you're just a market follower. So you don't know where the momentum is going to come from, what these guys are planning, and if you don't use your stop loss, you may end up losing a lot of money that you had not planned to lose in one trade. So you rather use your stop loss, move out, maybe taken out and wait for another entry and enter than you are risking what you can't afford to risk. All right, let me wish you guys a good day. See you tomorrow, same time, 10:30 to 11:30. And this is I think today is the 6th, so we are about to finish the first week, 7 days. Those who still want to join the VIP, you are welcome to subscribe, but also those who want to join the class of the trading class or the mentorship class, where I teach my strategies and how to trade, you are welcome. Beginners, intermediate, even those who feel like they want to get a new strategy, what I'm using here, you can still join the class and be part of it. The information for that is always on your screen for you to use the phone number there, WhatsApp me, and I'll be responding to your query, but also the information on how to subscribe or register. It's on your screen. See you guys tomorrow, same time. Bye bye.